We're back with another nickel hunt and fill episode. This is going to be episode 41. We've got two boxes, boxes 65 and 66 of the series. Hey everyone, it's Rob with Rob Finds Treasure and welcome back to my channel. As a reminder, if you're not a current subscriber and you're enjoying the content, or if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. I'd also like to take just a second and remind everyone that if you haven't watched the first 40 episodes of this Hunt and Fill series, I always have a link to the playlist both down below in the video description as well as pinned up here so you can check it out before watching this video. Now, if you're all caught up, you'll recall we have every nickel in this album completed, 137 of the 138 spots, except for the key date 50D. Now, obviously, during this hunt, I will go ahead and look for any upgraders. We'll be looking for Buffalo nickels, V nickels, silver war nickels that are 35% silver. All that stuff is good finds, but what we're really trying to do is find this 50D and close out the series. This book has only been filled through this series through coin roll hunting nickels. Now, I do get a lot of comments in the comment section below about people saying, Rob, I've got this. Do you want to buy it? No, I've already got a complete Jefferson Nickel series, and I do not need any of these for my personal set. I just wanted to document a series where we found it all through coin roll hunting and to see how many boxes it would take. Like I said in the intro, this is boxes 65 and 66. Hopefully we get some goodies in them, and hopefully we can complete the series. But if not, it's always fun to do a nickel hunt. Now, I've already popped the tops of both boxes because I do need to make sure I have circulated nickels. I've been getting a whole bunch of uncirculated nickels lately, so it's good to get two circulated nickel boxes from two different banks. I'll be using my Nickel Coin Hunts mat to not only help sort the finds, but to look for any of the varieties we may encounter while doing the hunt. I think I've talked long enough. Let's get this hunt started. You guys know the drill. I'll be bringing you in if and when we have a first find. Roll number 7, we have our first Jefferson from the 40s. It's going to be a 1947 Denver, and it goes along with 3 from the 50s so far. Roll 15, another 40s Jefferson, 1941 Philly, not in bad shape. Roll 22, and I already had to take a look at it because it has some gunk on it, but it's a 1941. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it is a 1941 Philadelphia, and we'll take it. Roll 25, midpoint of the box, another 40s nickel. It's our third 40s nickel of the box, and this one's going to be a 1948 S. Is that an S? And it is. And a 48S is a semi-key date nickel, and it's not in that bad a shape. I'll definitely take that. And speaking of not in bad shape, I didn't show it, but I had it down here, so I'd remember to show it. Take a look at this 1959. Had to double check and make sure it wasn't a 39, but man, almost full steps. Could be a proof it's so shiny, but it's hard to tell. Maybe not, but either way, a beautiful 59 might be an upgrader. Let's get back to the hunt and find more. Roll number 26 is going to give us a penny. It's in there. We'll pull it out and I'll show it to you at the end of the roll and see if we have anything else in this roll besides 4 cents net loss. The roll with the penny, 2015 Denver. Kind of odd seeing that in there, but I bring in because we also have a 1940 Philadelphia. Oldest find so far. Roll 28 is going to give us some silver because I saw some odd colors, just laid it out, and back here, I spy a 1943 silver war nickel. Hopefully it's the Denver. It's the hardest one to find, but let's take a peek. It's a 43P. There is a 3/2 overdate on this one, which we'll take a look for, and I don't see. And there's also a doubled eye, but it's always hard to tell when they're so worn, and I don't see a doubled eye either. It has some of the characteristics because you would see it down here, but I don't see it. Either way, it's a 43P. Maybe it'll upgrade the album though, but either way, it's silver found in the box and for the 2021 silver jar. Roll 33, another 40s Jefferson, another 1947 Philadelphia. Roll number 34, got another 1941 Jefferson nickel, And this one is minted in San Francisco. We'll take that. Roll 38, hit another 1947. It's the third of the box. And that's a 47 Philly. Roll 39, tied our oldest Jefferson. It's another 1940 with some damage from Philly. Well, we have finished box number 65 of the series, first box of the hunt, and it was a good box. 13 in the 50s, 10 in the 40s, including a silver war nickel, and you never get mad at finding silver in your box. We also got that penny, but the war nickel more than makes up for it, and I've got a few beauties to check against the album. Box 1 is down, no 50Ds, maybe an upgrade or two, but nothing else to get too excited about. Let's move on to box 2 or 66 of the series and find that 50D. Roll number 8, a 1940. Still no 30s nickels found, but we'll take another 1940 all day. Roll 12, and we're gonna have a Canadian nickel, and I believe it's 1982. And if I recollect correctly, this one has mostly nickel instead of the more modern stuff that's not made from nickel. We hold on to that one. Nice find. Roll number 19, and I missed it by the edge because it looked corroded, but I already flipped it around. You can see it looks corroded. I thought it was just gonna be a metal detecting find, but when I flipped it around, I saw that it had a Philadelphia mint mark on the back. And sure enough, it is gonna be a silver war nickel, and I think it's a 44. Let's take a look under the scope. And that is confirmed. 1944 silver war nickel. Had no idea until I saw the reverse mint mark. We'll take it. 2 silvers through 69 rolls. Now let's find a buffalo or 50D. Roll 23, another 1941, minted in Philly. Roll 32, just another Canadian nickel. Figured I'd show it anyway. 1994. Roll number 37 is going to give us some gold. Definitely just a foreign coin, but we'll grab it out anyway. And it's going to be a 2001 50 centavos from Los Estados Unidos Mexicano. We'll take it. Cool foreign find. Still looking for that 50D or a buffalo. Roll 42, another Canadian. Third Canadian of the hunt and fourth foreign. That's another 1982. Roll 45, and we just found a dandy. Take a look at this 1949. Unbelievable. If it has an S mint mark, it's a semi-key date, and this thing looks fantastic. No mint mark, but wow. Don't want to touch it too much, but I do want to check for steps under the scope, and we'll see if it has any. It does have steps, but that's not going to be full steps, but man, that is close. Holy cow. Unfortunately, only about 2 of the 5 or 6 full steps available, but what a dandy. That will definitely upgrade the album for sure. And like I said, I don't want to touch it too much more. If we could find a 1950D like that, we'd be stoked. Well, box 66 of the series and second of the hunt is completed. Another good box. 24 total between the 2 boxes in the 50s, 14 in the 40s, including 2 silver war nickels. We got a 43p and a 44p. We got 4 foreigns, 3 of them Canadian. We got that penny. We got some beauties to check against the album. And we got that awesome 1959 Philly and the 1949 Philly in fantastic shape as well. I will be checking this against my personal album first to see if it upgrades, and then use either mine or this one to check against the album for this series. All right, let me comb through the finds. We know we're not going to add that 50D, but we know we had a good hunt. Let's see if we have any upgraders for the book. Well, we combed through the finds, and there was a couple of almost upgraders, but really I couldn't use them. And for sake of reference, the 49p in this book is just as nice as the 49p that I had in my book, and I did use the 49p we found during this hunt to upgrade my album. So we'll keep that one in there for now. Upgraded my album, and we do have 2 upgrades. That 59 Philadelphia will definitely upgrade the one in the album, and mine is better, believe it or not. I have full steps on mine. And then we will upgrade that 43P. It does have better detail and not as corroded, so we'll definitely upgrade that one as well. Let me get these two upgraded, and I'll bring you back for a final look at the book. All right, we have plugged them in, and I'll tell you, after 66 boxes, it's still good to see that we were able to upgrade a few of the coins in the album. That makes me happy. While the book didn't get any closer to being complete, it did get better after this 2-box hunt, and we're going to be able to add a couple of nickels to our 2021 silver jar, including also adding to the collection a 48S semi-key date. Hopefully, you're still enjoying this nickel hunt and album fill series. If you are, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, and thanks for watching. Couple of more silver war nickels for the 2021 silver jar. And man, we might fill it up this year.